We got ourselves Seamark over for the team 2. Oh, lovely mog. I like it a lot. The staff and everything. Oh, it looks so good. Oh, the mount. Look at that thing. Oh, you can literally see every single pixel and janky little like... Oh, it's so glorious. It's beautiful. Honestly beautiful. Necro gonna be first up versus Balan though. Got himself the explosive. Balan trying to see if he can bail out of there. Actually not even explosive. He just silenced Burrow down trying to see if he can hide his shame away from Necro. Trying to see if he can get himself a little bit of the recovery. Necro pushing in. That's a big kill for Balan though. Big damage by the Hunter. Trying to go for big kill shots. There's gonna be a trinket. Does not get to escape that hex whatsoever since he can't trick out of this one anymore. Drop it down a freezing trap. Balan if he goes in around the pillar with a little bit of a wide angle, is gonna end up running into it. Trinkets out of immediately, caught by Tar Trap though, allows Necro to maybe poke out for a second, get himself a lava burst. That's gonna be a big ascendance ready for Balan. Wants to go for a big go, trying to send in some lava bursts in, but Necro with the defensive turtle shell, looking for a bit of a retreat behind the other side of the grades. Balan is gonna have to go for a bit of recovery of his own, but actually health wise is okay, but damage wise he's definitely gonna have to get something going versus Necrom, because against the Hunter at the very least, like, Hunter can keep poking behind the pillar and just doing a little bit of damage, taking pot shots at you. Balan is going to have to find a way to root him down, stun him, keep him in place for just a moment, not behind the pillar, going out there with a lava burst here and there. If only you had what is it, not Sky Fury, but why am I drawing a blank on this one? The Frosty one, the Ice Fury. Ice Fury, it's literally the same thing, just changing elements. My brain, man. Is that a Counter-Strike totem? Trying to see if he can make the Counter-Strike totem play for him as Necro got him some distance from the totem. Not going to be affected by it. Lightning Lasso finally getting to catch the Hunter in place. Got himself the survival of the, not survival of the fittest, but a Bear's Fortification, giving you a little bit extra health to work with. Balandum, unlike the Hunter, can always go for easy escapes. Necro with a feigned death doesn't at least remove the dots. Is going to go for a camo. If Balan can randomly find him out with a totem, trying to see if he can knock him out in the open. Good move, but doesn't have the line of sight or the angle. And Necro, I think, is going to try to see if he can camp out here, kind of out in the open. Balan is going to go for the eyes right now. Could be an opportunity for Necro to maybe make some kind of a play. You should be able to see a sniper shot is going to go for a scatter right after. Balan taking a bit of damage. That's going to be Death Tracker to follow. Bit of that rapid fire, maybe with explosive. No, not yet. I guess maybe that's later. Lava Burst getting sent in though, trying to make sure he has a plenty of response. Freezing Trap standing right behind him. I don't know if he's aware of it. Nice knock into the Freezing Trap. Gives you an opportunity to go for aim shot, but it does get locked down by the Earth Elemental. Looking for the stun. Feign death for just a moment. Necro trying to see if he can bail out of there. Earth Shock right after Frost Shock to follow. Right now, if he just got a Flame Shock and get a Lava Burst in the guy, you might just have him. It's going to go for the big root surge to a scatter, but looks like the Flame Shock does rot you down. And whatever else that took you down. I'm not sure if it was like a battle match trinket or whatever. Rosie around the corner trying to see if he gets some damage to Balan. Balan actually trying to move the totem out of the way, but Rosie does end up focusing that thing down as soon as they see it. Binding shot as Balan trying to see if he can escape out of that one. Hex is going to be feigned death for Rosie. Just kill shots back to back into a stun right after this kind of DR'd though, but it looks of it from the binding shot. Hex, I don't even know if that's going to make it all the way through. It does end up going down, with Bad Bunny going to be up next, trying to go for a bit of a go. Versus Hunter, immediate freezing trap as the road comes out, does give Rose an opportunity to get himself a bit of an escape and get the hell out of there. As you throw in grenades, evasion, dude. Brain actually just, chat, after that big gamble outside of Duratar, my brain just can't keep up anymore, man. My goodness, Cloak of Shadows out of Bad Bunny. As the dude get himself an escape, looking to stay within the shadows. Got himself a vanish. I thought it was maybe a shadow mode for a second, but at least has himself another reset. Rosie's health though, not doing fantastic. Bad Bunny making sure every time you're out there versus the Hunter, you're gonna get quite a bit of damage in, trying to make sure that every bit of damage that sticks, dodging the flare completely, and is just out in the open, looking kind of hanging out by the set of the eyes, not really in the middle of the arena. Where Rosie's doing the opposite. He's roaming, picking up the eyes, sending the pet. Pet tells exactly what the rogue is at, denying you the opener with a garrote. As Bad Bunny going in for a bit of damage onto the pet. Smoke bomb down to make sure there's a line of sight. Stunner on the corner. Rosie trying to see if he can make a play. Gonna be a tar trap. Is gonna be able to get the pet over there for a little bit of that pet sag, but the explosive shot does a number on the rogue. Death Shocker to follow. No defenses left. Rosie just needs a bit more hits. One more kill shot does go in for the kill command. And that is enough to take down a rogue. Not much really was left for that guy. Chill pills gonna be up next. Charging in as a Frosty. Going in for a blind, which Rosie binding shot. I don't even know how that binding shot stunned you right now. It looked like you just walked into it. as it is going to be a full stun to Rosie either way. At the very least, though, it's going to be a disarm on Chill Pills, but he does need a little bit more damage. Just a Howling Blaster too. If he can somehow find a way to cleave, though, he doesn't even need to cleave onto the pet, just kills the pet instead, as it's going to be an easy revive for the Hunter. Freezing Trap on a Chill Pills. Rosie trying to give himself as much cover as possible, looking to escape. If you can remove the disease and any of the dots off of you as well as the pet, maybe a camo could be there in your future. Chill Pills trying to see if he can deny the reset by the Hunter as best as possible. Death Shotgun ripping right through your butt, dropping down a dome, trying to reduce some of that magic damage. The explosions are going to be dampened while inside of the safety net as this full stun comes out to Rosie. Stun right after. Rosie does have a Warlock Hellstone, is going to utilize it right now. A little bit of that pet sack, or maybe just Master Skull to give yourself a bit of mobility. By the looks of it, Chill Pills take a number of damage though, might decide to go for a bit of a death, but got his goal out there, maybe looking for a sacrifice. Is gonna try to see if he can deny the medic, but it is for Rosie. Trinket out of the Hunter though. Next, more switch could be huge. Big damage on the Chill Pills, does go for the death back with an obliteration. He was just ready to go with Warcock. Gonna be up next is War. Got himself full set of dots. Mortical sent in over a Chill Pills, trying to see if he can just rot him down little by little. The death back definitely not feeling that good. AMS not available. Wait, in a second. Wait, Chill Pills is gonna AFK. Maybe just waited. I think he's just fine waiting out. He's not completely dead. Trying to see if he can delay the AMS until he actually needs one. Maybe if he could prevent like a Mortical or any dot applications, that would be huge. But now he's kind of exposed. Trying to go for a better Remorseless Winter. If you have a blind onto Warcock, you'll be in a good spot. Because War just focusing on getting some damage on you. There's going to be Affliction with UA. Maybe lots of opportunity. Warcock just needs one big cast. If you can interrupt them, that'd be great. IBF is available for the death. That is going to use the IBF. I'm sorry, probably the wrong person. Trying to see if you can drain your soul down out of your body. Mortical right after. All the dots are set. Unless you got a big heal. Oh, he ports right out of the death call. Death strike range. It does end up dealing with you fairly easily. With Seaver gonna be up next. We got ourselves Born Hockey and Hammer on the back burner with the Warlock trying to come out. Gonna be that orb drop it in. Warcock able to dodge it fairly well. That's gonna be Breath Poly out of Seaver going in for big damage of the bat. Warcock has every defense available. Wall getting used is going to get for a knockback. And Seaver trying to see if he can control the amount of cast that Warcock has. If he can't interrupt it, he's going to move you around. He's going to CC you anywhere he can. Got himself a big board that's going to be Warcock trying to escape. Oh! I don't think Seaver was even on the line of sight when he died. I think he just ramped up a fatty touch of the Magi and the wall fell off. But touching the Magi had a lot of the damage collected either way though. And I don't think Wall is able to dampen the maximum impact of touch. You can either reduce it, right? Touch the Magi about to go off, you wall it, you reduce all that collected damage. But if you lose the buff, you lose it. Hammer, even right now, trying to see if he can get over, roll over to Seaver. He's just establishing full control, going for a knockback orb, trying to make sure the Hammer doesn't get any big value. There's some touches of Magi doing number on him either way, though. It is going to slam down for a decent bit as well. Seaver, as long as you get yourself a barrages, I think there's nothing that can catch this man. A Monk, though, definitely should get close, right? That's a lot of mobility. Big ports available, rolls as well as an incap. Maybe a Lexi to lock a Mage down, but it's going to be not easy since Seawork, I feel like, has had so much experience against melee. Just bullies his boys around. Big defense on a Hammer really early. Going to be a Trinket out of... No, not a Trinket out of Seawork. I think it's Zoen that maybe broke that incap. But Hammer taking a lot of damage. Got a lot of damage available. Might need to go for another defensive, maybe a Karma situation, trying to see if he can avoid getting knocked back for Seawork as soon as he sees the Monk bail out of there, shifting power to recuperate some of those cooldowns. And for Hammer, this at least gives him a breather while behind the pillars. Zoen able to deal some damage to Seawork, maybe rip it to the shield a little bit, but without the Monk really adding onto it. It is rough. Big Poly, Karma at the ready. Ice blocks the Karma just so you can blast you out some of the rains. Knockback doesn't really stop any of this cast. Oh! The ice block, man. The block. Just the BM block. Are you kidding me? And Born Rocky gonna be up next. Got himself the big fisticuffs at the ready. Seawork trying to see if he can aim that arcane orb at him. Dampening, getting kind of high right now. And Seawork's still holding on to a Trinket. Does go for the Trinket out of that incap though. Trying to see if he can escape Born. If he can do it, man, it's gonna be rough. No Iceblock for a good bit. You're gonna have to be very, very careful with your reversals with your ult the time. And if you can keep a slow on the guy and keep this guy out in the open best you can, missiles right after, you might be all right. Poly onto the Zoen, able to get himself a bit of a distance. Now it's gonna be a kick. Dragon kick to zoom in over towards the Mage. It's going to go for the reverses though, trying to make the Monk waste a lot of his mobility. Out in the open, not much you can really do. Karma at the ready. Seawork just trying to see if he can be very, very careful with this one. It's going to go for the ultimate time to reverse any of that damage. Karma's still on him for a little bit longer. But now if you can push in the pressure, the monk has nothing to keep himself alive. Arcana Sphere, oh, almost connected. The man had to actually roll out of this one. It was interesting. Good aim by Seawork, but the monk has plenty of mobility to deal with this. And now you only have one escape route, unless you choose to get frozen. As the mage does go for the invis, Ring of Fire, Arcane Surge, that's a lot of damage. You better have someone for this one. You are rooted right afterwards. You are rolling into a Ring of Fire while touching the magic. And you're into an interrupt right now by Seawork. Missiles to follow. You can't even escape the mage. He gets himself the line of sight on you. Still big touch of the Magi. I think it's just, oh, that touch of the Magi. Oh my goodness. He giving these boys the bat touch. Oh no. Oh. I think it's twice now. He just loaded up a fatty touch of the Magi, and it was just like, oh no, you know what's happening, and it just crushes. Oh my goodness. That is so good. Alright, we gotta get ourselves another go in Chicago. Let me know if you're ready. We'll get some of these boys versus you real quick, yeah?